Hello and welcome. So I am in catch-up mode. I'm going to take a look at Saturday's Cryptic Quintagram. So I'm a couple of days late on this one. This is the puzzle that was published on, well, as I say, Saturday the 9th of August 2025. So if you haven't seen them before, it's 5 cryptic clues. It's the letters down here which go in there. I try and avoid looking at them, but I have been kind of getting some sense of Mays and Johnsons and Blairs, so there's a Prime Minister-y kind of theme to the clues, but I try not to think about what that might mean. I try and concentrate on telling you what I'm trying to think. So I've got a J down there and an O, so it could maybe objects or word down there, who knows. Anyway, I'm going to reset the timer. You can pause the video, have a look at those if you haven't already done. I'll reset the timer and crack it on. At first, Johnson allowed May some fixes. At first, J, let, May, some fixes. Okay. Sunak, Rishi Sunak, ultimately fine to move hack. Ultimately fine is E. No, Sunak K, fine to move to hack is to knife. There we are. Clever. Brown, so Gordon Brown, perfectly holding spades. Is there a hidden word there? No. Perfectly ideal. No idea what's going on there. Aviators kept by Blair for ceremony. Aviators are pilots. Ceremony is a right by Blair. Is there a hidden word there? Kept by Blair. Don't think so. Air Force. Yes, there is a hidden word there. Very good. Right. Wave after truss for extra question. Wave after truss. Truss would be a support, a strut. Extra question. Not sure. Okay, that's one again. At first, Johnson jams. Now it's just a simple acrostic. Brown perfectly holding spades. Brown perfectly ideal holding spades. I think S is spades is the notation. So perfectly. So we've got a word for brown, I suppose. And I need 5 letters with an S in it. Not sure what that'll be. If we go back to this one again, wave after truss for extra question. Lots of T's to get rid of. Wave after truss. 3 and 7. Wave, so that's probably going to be a word that goes across the first two, I'm guessing, and then a wave would be... Oh, I can't think of any synonyms for either of these, really. Breaker. Icebreaker, now. I'll work out what that is in a minute, I think. Have I spelled that wrong? There's no C for... It's not an icebreaker, then it's some kind of breaker, though. Truss. So that's going to go there, isn't it? I think. Tiebreaker, maybe. Tie wave. Which leaves me that to be toast. Oh, come on, type properly. Toast. Is that right? Yeah, somehow that's right. Right, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So let's have a go. Just under 3 minutes. That's not too bad. Right, as I say, there's a bit of a Prime Minister themes. We've got Boris Johnson, who's Prime Minister of Great Britain from about, late 2019 through to, I think it was 2022, middle of 2022, summer of 2022. Theresa May was Prime Minister preceding him from after David Cameron left, which was 2016. So about September 2016 through to when she left, which I think was July-ish, 2019. Sunak was Rishi Sunak. He was Prime Minister after Theresa May from 2022 to 2024. Gordon Brown was Prime Minister. Tony Blair. Gordon Brown came after Tony Blair, 2008 to 2010-ish. And Tony Blair was Prime Minister from 1997 to 2008, preceding Brown, and Liz Truss was Prime Minister for about less than 50 days in 2022. So yeah, right. onto the thing. So at first it's saying there's a cross tick, and we've got J from Johnson, A, M, S, jams, and jams are fixes. You're in a jam. You're in a bit of a fix. So completely the opposite of the meaning of fix is really there, but a valid one. Sonac ultimately is the K of Sonac, and then anagram of knife, of fine, sorry, gives you knife. To fine to move is to anagram, and hack is to knife something. To brown something is to toast it. Perfectly holding spades. Perfectly T-O-A-T, tote, toat. To a T, S for spades, yeah, so that perfectly, you've got that to a T. Wow. Aviators are the Air Force, kept by as your hidden word indicated that very cleverly across Blair for ceremony. We have Air Force. A wave is a breaker, surfers like breakers. After truss, okay, you truss something up, you tie it up, okay, and an extra question is the tiebreaker. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now. I dived in with icebreaker just because I saw question, but a tiebreaker is the extra question that you ask at the end of a quiz to break the draw, the tie that's in place. So there we go, all done, 3 minutes. Thanks for watching.